Well, my mom had to work, but she had to fight my dad to go to work because he couldn't. Like we were living in a church at some point. Like we were basically homeless at some point. And my mom's like, I need to work, and my dad threw a fit about that because he wasn't seeing it. Um, but yeah, it was it. But he wanted that. He definitely wanted my mom to sit back and do nothing and like just take care of the house. And that was like their back and forth as well. My mom always like, you know, trying to keep it together for everybody. And my dad just a loose cannon, not stable emotionally or mentally stable.
Okay. So y'all know how to cook and
Yeah,
all
I
that?
cook really good.
Cook clean,
We
like the
got
basics.
kids.
Listen,
The
there's some
basics.
women out here with kids that's eating McDonald's every day. So the kids,
Yeah,
Yes.
nah.
kids
Yes,
ain't
yes, yes.
nothing.
Yes.
So yeah, but I cook,
Uh-huh.
I clean, I do all that good stuff. Um,
On a 1 to 10, like what do you think?
of what my cooking? I
Yeah.
give it a good 7, 8. I feel like I could learn some
Okay.
more
That's up
stuff
there.
for sure.
No,
Yeah.
I'm a cooking wise. I'm a macro person.
Macro, what
So
does that
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Workout, fitness.
it's a high protein meals, low sodium.
Yeah.
I'm super healthy so my kids hate my cooking, but they eat
That's
it,
funny.
and I cook every day.
They want like
I'm
chicken
Right.
not.
tenders and
So you make
Yeah.
like rice
So
cakes and stuff like that,
sweet.
right?
No, no rice cakes for me, but I keep it. I'm pretty like
use rice
basic
cakes,
when it comes. Like I need to have enough meat on the plate, and
like a
the
balance.
salad, the fruits, the vegetables. Like now, their
I'm very
dad, he's
opposite.
Puerto Rican and he cooks really, really good. Yeah,
You get biscuits over here,
so
some gravy, some rice, some cornbread. You getting
The
very
tofu.
unhealthy. I'm sorry. I do put a little salad
And the
no,
on
bustle
top, a
I
little
shop.
razzle dazzle, but yeah.
there's no Jews in my house. We don't have Jews in my house.
Just
Oh,
water.
Oh, y'all just drinking straight with just
damn.
water.
Protein shakes.
Just
That's
water.
us.
Okay.
Protein
Water,
shakes.
water and protein shakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then okay, and y'all open to cooking for your man, of course.
I like watching people eat what I cook. Look at you
Make it
Yeah.
feel
tearing that
good.
up. Hmm.
All
Speaking
right.
speaking of cooking, are y'all familiar with the viral sensation
Yeah,
cooking with
I made
Kaya
a
right now?
video about her. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Perfect. 'Cause
Yeah.
right now, it's gonna be a
I
short. It's gonna
like
be real quick.
her.
I
I
don't know
like
what that
I
is.
want to show you a little video of what men are going crazy over right now.
I like
All right.
her.
I
It's
don't even know
funny
what that
stuff,
is.
but I like her.
I'll be glad to show you
I'm weak.
what men are going crazy over.
Coming for you.
I'm weak.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
And right now, she's a feminist worst nightmare, because she's a young woman. She is attractive and she knows how to cook, you know what I mean? And you could just see by the reaction how guys are going crazy. These are the simple things that guys like, right? You won't see guys going crazy, gloating about her degree. You see guys get excited over, wow, she can cook. That's actually a skill that's valued, by men. The chicks today, they want to follow the Cardi B lyrics, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I'm going to still get the ring, girls who think that they can just get by with their looks. They don't have to do anything, learn any real life skills, have any kind of value to men. They're going to see very quickly that, wow, if a guy doesn't value you, he's not going to stay with you, right? He's going to go to a chick like cooking with Kaya, right? He brings more to the table, right? And I just think as men, men, we have to require more, It's like how women today require more from men. They sit around and say, they want a man with all of these different attributes. He got to be funny. He's got to be wealthy. He's got to be tall. He's got to be this. He's got to be that. Even things that's out of your control, right? But what about the flip side, right? You don't see a lot of guys, making a lot of requirements for women, right? So I truly believe the hate that she's getting online because of her show blowing up cooking with Kai really goes to show you that a lot of these chicks, they pulling a big scam on us, you know what I'm saying? When they say certain things like, wow, why is she blowing up? She didn't have any skill, right? When we have web chicks, right? Sophie Rain, she's making $40 million a year off of just her looks, not any real life skills, right? But we have this girl cooking with Kaya, getting a little bit of clout right now because she has a cooking show. She got a catchy jingle, you know what I'm saying? And it looks like she can throw down in that kitchen. So this should just show the feminists, this is what guys really like. Stop trying to force feed what guys really like. You know what I mean? Guys want somebody who's got skills like that, good physical shape, and seem like they have like a fun personality, right? Y'all let me know what y'all think. It should just go to show you how simple guys are. And chicks these days are not even doing the bare minimum, right?
So, ladies, what do y'all think?
I like her personally.
Yeah, this is the new. This is what men are going crazy
like
over.
If you're doing what you're supposed to do for your man, somebody like cooking with Kaya wouldn't even be an issue for you.
Mm-hmm. That does make sense.
I admire her bubbly personality.
That does make sense.
Oh, okay. So she puts out videos of just like meals. She's
sexual innuendo,
and then being sexual with it.
It's very sexual, but she's cooking. I don't see. I will watch it with my man. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Oh, really? Because she's the new thing going crazy right now.
It's a big deal. If you doing what you're supposed to do, that shouldn't ruffle none of your feathers. Like it's cool. It's a cute girl online cooking. Who gives a shit? I could do the same thing. Like.
But that's the thing. You just said it right there. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, a lot of men getting top ramen and mac and cheese, corner store, rice-a-roni every night.
The woman that y'all are choosing. Just the same way we could choose and we have preferences and know what we want. Y'all got to know what y'all want too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this ain't me. This the internet.
When you come home, you would like a hot meal. You shouldn't be with somebody who could only cook top ramen. That don't make sense.
Mm-hmm. And or communicate that. Also, you gotta talk. Use your mouth. Speak. What do you want? So I feel like a lot of men don't do that. They just
No.
Unfortunately, a lot of men don't ask these questions.
They don't in the beginning. Off rip, you should be asking all
like,
uncomfortable questions.
Good. Let's hook up.
Like I said earlier,
they see that, and then it's good. The sex is good. The communication is good. That's the whole basis for them.
But also, I feel like okay. So I asked my son. Oh my God, this is crazy. I asked my son the other day. I said, you don't like my cooking because he's always complaining about my cooking. And I'm like, you know how you don't like my cooking, right? And he has his best friend's mom cooks really good. She's Dominican. She cooks really, really good. So I'm feeling a little insecure. Remember, I'm in a new relationship, and I'm like, the guy, he's fit, so he's happy with what I cook. But sometimes I wonder, I'm like, is this enough? So I asked my son. I said, okay, how do you feel about a girl that looks like this and cooks like this versus a girl that cooks like that and looks like that, right? The combination being I take care of my body, I'm fit, and I cook kind of bland versus a girl that maybe she's not as fit, but she cooks really, really well. I said, who do you think you would marry? And he looks at me and he goes, well, you, because I can teach you how to cook.
There you go.
The guy, right? Whatever the guy's prioritizing, whatever it is that he wants. Because, like I said, but it does make me feel a little bit like, if the person wants me to cook better, I will because if everything else aligns, right, is what I'm trying to say. Like if everything else fits, and I'm eager to please the person that I'm with because everything else fits, I'm going to go the extra mile, take a cooking class, watch a YouTube video, all of those other things. Mm-hmm. Now, if it doesn't fit and I'm not happy and I'm not eager to please, I'm not going to go the extra mile because you're not doing anything else either or whatever it is, right? And I think that's why the whole, what you had said earlier, like holding off on the sex is important because once you start having sex, it really complicates everything and it blinds you from everything else. You feel you're stuck in a situation because you didn't pay attention to or you didn't communicate all the other things.
You focusing on the wrong thing.
And you said your son is 11?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, all right.
Is
Go ahead.
is
Go
a woman
ahead.
who cooks important to y'all? Okay.
Very. I'm a big ass. I'm 6'4", 200. Like I eat.
Yeah, I think it's important to me as well. It's just it's a symbol of appreciation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not really about the food because I could just make my own food or just order some food. But I also think like if I'm going to be with you long term, like if we have some kids, like what are they going to be eating? Because I know I could take care of myself, but I also think about what exactly they're going to be eating on a daily basis, and I I think it's important to ask these type of questions up front in the very beginning rather than thinking like you're going to teach someone something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we really need to accept people for who they are. What I've realized is that as people age, they don't change, right? So the person that you're getting in the beginning is pretty much what you're signing up for. And I think it's extremely risky to sign up to be with someone and thinking that they're going to mold or change into this person that you may have in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally think the best approach is to have to keep those expectations low and think like what you're getting right now is what you absolutely love. Like I want to be able to fully love the person that I'm getting right now, not the person with all of the upside included in them. Because I think instead of thinking about like, okay, I'm going to build this person and this person's eventually going to develop this skill or this person's eventually going to have this, I think, and if they do, I think that's great. It's amazing. This person just learned a new skill or they developed in this area in their life. That is amazing. But the person that you're seeing in the very beginning, I don't know, I always think that's what you have to be willing to sign up for.
Yeah.
Let me know what
That's fair.
Can't expect
That's
anything.
very fair, I think. But we're talking about I wasn't saying like you should try to mold someone. I was saying like if you have a lot of elements that you like and you want and there's like one thing that you can perfect, right? Because it's not like I'm not doing top ramen and mac and cheese. I'm cooking. I'm just cooking maybe different than most people, more healthier. My kids eat fruits and vegetables and meat. You know what I mean? Like a lot of kids are really picky, and you can't take them to a restaurant because they won't. My kids will eat anything in a restaurant. Like they eat sushi. They're very open with what they eat because of the things that I've exposed them to, and because I've taught them the value of eating healthy and having and building taste for all kinds of different foods, not just like limited to comfort foods.
If you meet a man who likes a big full-on Sunday dinner every Sunday, cornbread, ham hocks, and all of that, that may be a little issue for you guys. So I think the person that you're with right now, it may be a perfect fit for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
No, I hear you on that. So if men are this simple, why won't women make things so complicated, man? Ain't that crazy?
You're generalizing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I'm basing it off of like the men because we have a lot of people that hit us up. I'm basing it off the average everyday man. That's what I'm basing it off of. Nothing specific. And the average everyday man, they ain't getting nothing cooked for them. They coming home from Amazon. They throwing their bag on the table. They like, yo, baby, what's for dinner? She like McDonald's. That's the average everyday man. Not specific.
I think it's your target audience, not the average man. There's a difference between your target audience and the average man.
I'm telling you, at work, I talk to men. I talk to men all the time. A lot of
men. Wait, men are telling you that?
A lot of men. I'll ask them, yo, your girl cook this and that. They be like, nah, not really. Not really.
Oh.
But they seem like they're okay with it. So that's why. So I'm like, all right, if you're okay with it, I guess that's you.
Are y'all getting cooked meals?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, I get it when I'm dating somebody, but I know how to cook too. So it's like a win-win. It's like a win-win anyway. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Cause I'm just, I got to think about. I can't just think about myself. I got to think about the others too. The other males that's going through stuff too.
At that point, I think you got to start changing the people that you're going for, the people that you think that you're attracted to. Because if something's not working out, or you keep meeting this certain type of person, you have to change what you're attracting.
That too.
Or what you're entertaining, because we attract anything and everything, but we entertain what our mind has seen. It's like I kept dating the same narcissist over and over. Oh yeah, because my dad's a narcissist. I finally figured it out. I need to go to therapy and fix that first before I go dating again.
A lot of people don't want to admit that though. That's why nobody's going to therapy.
I'm in therapy once a week.
So yeah, that's how you do it, little by little. A lot of people scared to admit it, especially us people of color and stuff like that. We try to self heal. We try to self heal. We don't like seek help. We don't seek help for a lot of things that we're going through.
No, we need community, especially when you're trying to find someone. If you're trying to find someone, that means you're trying to relate to someone. You need to learn to do that. Yeah. You can't be you can't be everything is in yourself type of mindset, because guess what? You're gonna stay by yourself.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that. So do you think women value their wants and needs over their men's? Do they neglect their men's needs?
You're generalizing again.
No,
what is the question?
I'm just asking, you remember we live. A lot of people watching this. Do you think women neglect their man's needs?
I have. I definitely have.
Mm-hmm. Like what was something that he desired and you were just like you didn't really care for?
A sexual need.
And he said, "I want this." Oh yeah. See, that's what I was aiming for. Like what was he asking for though? Like what you mean?
Just what the vibe I introduced him to. So, not to get a little personal, but to get personal, I got on birth control like a few years ago, and it brought my drive down a lot. So I wasn't where he was at. So because I wasn't where he was at, that caused him to go cheat. So I knew that. Like, I'm not meeting needs. And I'm like, a man has needs that I was not meeting. So I understood it. Now, was I still mad? Yes, but I understood it.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm thank you. I appreciate you opening up like that and keeping it real. Like,
yeah. I wasn't doing the Glock 3000. I wasn't I just was not.
Jesus.
I wasn't.
Oh man. Now I hear you.
So I guess going forward, you're going to stay away from that.
I'm off. I've definitely gotten off. That's definitely not going in my body again. Yeah, it just didn't react well with me too much. And then you get big as a damn pumpkin. Yeah. But it definitely
birth control is crazy.
You're on. It brings your drive down. And then you notice
all birth control.
Yeah, my drive was completely low.
Which one's the best one for a woman? Because they got the one that go in the arm, the pill, the patch.
It depends on your body. It depends.
The best one for a woman is for the man to pull out.
Jesus Lord.
It depends.
That's true. That is true.
At least during the ovulation week, like learn the rhythm and pull the fuck out.
A lot of men are weak though. A lot of men are weak. Though. They can't.
Yes, it's tough.
It's tough.
Depending on the woman. Depending on the woman, like. You got a vice grip. You have a vice grip or like a Vaseline. Like it depends.
Yeah. You really gotta focus, and you gotta time everything perfectly.
It ain't that easy. Because most women prefer it like that though, without anything.
You think most women or most men?
Most women.
Don't say women. Don't say women.
You gotta argue sometimes to put it on. To put a rub on.
Cut it out.
I'm just saying, based on what I heard. This is what I heard.
You're talking about a condom, though.
Said
what are you talking about? What did you say?
No. I'm saying I said most women would rather it without it. Most women.
Oh yeah,
most women.
I didn't even know.
It's a zoo out here. You got to argue with them to put it on. Like I'm saying, it's a zoo.
I mean, as long as.
That's how it is these days.
Yeah, it's rough out here, man. You got to be sturdy, because you don't know the agenda, so you gotta protect yourself. That's how I look at it.
No, you know how you protect yourself? You go get tested before you start having.
No. I don't mean that. No.
I show you my results. You show me your results,
and we good to go.
That's how you protect yourself.
No, I don't mean in that.
And make sure it's exclusive. That's it.
And make sure those results are recent.
Yeah, it's not like last year.
No, yeah, we do it on the same time and we're showing each other the results right at. and maybe wait another 3 months because if you were active right before this,
Oh, she know. Oh yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, she knows.
educate
Keep going.
you. Yeah, no, it
Keep
can
going.
I
take
mean,
it can take a while for things to show up.
I
So
mean,
if you've had unprotected sex 3 months ago and I'm sorry, like 2 weeks ago, it's not going to show up till about 3 months later. So we're
yeah,
gonna wait.
that sounds dandy and adorable, but you know, you got to be. So suppose you have two people, they meet each other in a club or on the spot or whatever, and they ready. And they get inside the car, the windows tinted. They're like, yo, let's get it. Ain't nobody pulling out no damn results. They just they get into it.
But I thought we were talking about relationships and
No,
getting into a
we
relationship.
just talking. We just
Oh
talking.
no, you wildin'.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
you
I was
talking
like
about
the
after.
club in
this
the
is America.
car.
This is
Wow.
America. This is America. I hear a lot of stories. I hear a lot of stories.
We take chances daily, okay?
Talk to him. Talk to him, Trey.
No, I'm a
What?
stats person.
So let me. All right, basically, all right. You want to talk about relationship? Then? All right. What's the longest period y'all ever been single? Like the longest period that you was single without a man, stuff like that.
Without like no man at all, no
Yeah,
No
dating.
just single. Yeah.
situationships. No
No. You're single. Like you're not in a relationship. Let me say that. The longest period you weren't in a relationship.
Oh, it's 3 years.
3 years. And with Trey, what about you? Okay, very similar. So for these 2 years that you're not in a relationship, who are you laying down with?
I was still doing my thing
with who?
with whoever my situationship at the time.
Yeah, but in 2 years, it's not going to be one person. It's going to switch.
What you mean?
Like if you're not in a relationship with somebody, right, and you have a situationship, you're not in a relationship, so the situationship is gonna switch. You're not gonna just stay with one person for 2 years in a situationship.
In my thing, my situation led to a relationship. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
we was doing our thing,
Okay.
and then like I told you, I just got out of the 16-year relationship, so I needed a break. But in that time, I like you, you like me, we grown. Let's do what we do, and now we in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, the intention wasn't a relationship. Y'all was just
not.
trying to
It
do
was
your
not.
thing.
No. We was just having a
Okay.
good time.
Yeah, I mean, everybody love a good time. So,
Hello.
Arizbeth, what about you? What's the longest? You said 3 years, and you had it. Why you like? Why you? What you laughing? What you laughing? So for the 3 years,
No, I was more into during those 3 years.
yeah,
It was more of a rotation situation.
that's exactly that's normal. That's the norm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's the norm.
Yes.
That's the norm. Ain't nobody mad at that.
Yes.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I love that.
Especially you live in the gym. You hyperactive. You got energy. All this pre-workout. You got to get it on. Bro. You hyperactive.
So, but that's when you need protection.
Yeah,
burning calories. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, nah, you can't raw dog it at that point.
Because that could get a little dangerous, especially if you're switching people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I like.
No, but it's it's a good like time in between, like a good 3 months in between the rotation. Because there's times where you just want to be by yourself.
Gotta get a little 90-day situation going.
Yeah. And I like the fact that you opening up, you being honest. It's all good.
Yeah. This is
3
free.
years. Doesn't everybody get like? I was in a serious relationship with the father of my kids for 6 years, and he cheated and played me. And then I was in a 3-year relationship that was super abusive with a super narcissist.
Damn.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I didn't do in college is gonna happen now.
Yeah, city girl it up. Have a whole face. I never had a whole face, you know.
Make
I never had one. No.
In Brooklyn?
No.
In Flatbush, you never had a whole face? All them Caribbean niggas out there, you never had a whole face?
Because I've always been in a relationship.
Oh, from like how you
even in my single time, I still ended up with the dude I'm with now. So I never I guess had my little whole phase.
Why you ain't cheat?
Because when I like somebody, one person, I like them real bad. So it's like I can't even think about nobody else on top of me. So yeah, even in a situationship, I'm faithful. It's bad. I'm not a real city girl.
So you don't be getting them thoughts now, like, yo, I wish I would have did that, did this, did that, got out the system?
No, because I feel like everything that I wanted to do sexually, I've done. So no.
I would say like it's not an ideal situation for me. It was a I needed emotional space. I was not emotionally available. At the end, and that's why I would end up taking like 3 months of nothing, because I was like, damn, it's not as fulfilling as I thought it was going to be. It doesn't do what I think it's supposed to. Like, it's not fun.
It's
It's
a myth.
not.
True.
Yeah.
True. I mean, you think, well, y'all seem like y'all like a little bit brighter than the typical, but
Damn.
you seem like y'all a little bit brighter than typical, because usually, like, you hear some of these answers, it's kind of like off the wall type. So do you think in this 2020, well, it's probably 2025, y'all think women are focused more on themselves, or they actually want quality relationships
I think
in
both.
the future? Which one more though? Like 51-49? Like,
definitely on yourself. I think more so on yourself, especially if you're in your mid-30s, you focusing more on yourself. Like, a man is always going to come. A man is never not an issue for a woman, ever. You know, so I think it's more so focus on yourself, your kids, and then if a man comes, cool. Like, I don't feel like in this day and age with all the sexy red and Cardi B bullshit, I don't feel like these women really feel like they need a man.
Yeah.
In their heads.
Yeah, I need a man. I need a man. I would like a man. I would like a strong partner. I'm not one of them girls that could think I could put up a shelf by myself. No, I need a man. I'm sorry. So
no, I mean, yeah.
I think I think I got like Disney, and there's like a secret agenda, like the whole Barbie movie, all that stuff going on. It's a little bit like I think it's also confusing times, right? Like we're in a time where women we're kind of in the work field. We're leveling up. We're making more money. We are able to be more independent. So it makes it very confusing for men and women to understand what their role is, right? Like, it's not like before, like everybody just kind of sit into a role and that's it. Now there's a lot of confusion but I think it's temporary. I think it's temporary. I think it's just an adjustment of society. Like, we're trying to figure things out. I think that there's a lot of things going against, like, building with other people and community and stuff like that. Everybody's focused, everybody, not just women, I think are focused on themselves. That's what society tells you to do, to work on yourself, it's very like self-centered, like, what is it? We're like a self-centered society. So I think in general, people are told to be that. I don't know what the agenda is in that. I think it's not like a self versus marriage. I think we need to go back to like not being on social media and connecting and actually like talking to each other and being outdoors. And
I agree.
Those kinds of things.
I agree, but it's tough. Social media is too embedded in people's brains. It's impossible to stop at this point.
But it's also right. So social media is new. Again, it's new. I think we're just dealing with something with new elements, and we're gonna learn how to use them as tools in the future, just like everything else, right? Like, I think our parents did a better job than their parents raising them when we were like no longer like having 10 kids to run a farm. And then now, each generation has dealt with new elements like industrial revolution, blah, 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 all this stuff. Social media, I think now, like we're learning how to use it for a benefit and how to use it as a tool. And like, we're learning how to like get off of it. Some people are actively choosing to like engage with others and putting themselves out there. And I think it's gonna go into the right direction eventually. It's not gonna go away. But people are gonna learn to use it as a tool.
A lot of people make money off social media, so it's gonna be hard for people to put it down. Some people have to be on social media to eat. So it's kind of social media taking over the world. Like, everything electronic. They got the cars, the robots. Look how we talking to each other right now. Like, without social media, how would I even get in contact with y'all or anybody to do something like this? Like, social media is taking over. I think it's here to stay, to be honest. I don't think
it is here to stay, but it's going to be used differently. We're not going to be as addicted. Like,
I hope so.
I believe in humanity. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't. But so do you think men stop approaching women as much as before? Because you said social media. before, back in the days, men would just come to you, be like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, I'm trying to talk to you. But now, social media don't got to do that. So you think that slowed down too? Because that social interaction, that counts as basically what you're saying.
Not really for
How
me.
What do they DM you more or approach you in person more at
Definitely
this point?
DM more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
for
it's easy.
sure. It's
And they don't
easier.
got to face
It's
rejection.
easier to get shot down in DMs. And most of the time, I
Exactly.
don't even open my messages. So it's just like, all right, like it is what it is. She ain't respond. She ain't see it. But I think it's the same. I still get approached in person.
Mm-hmm. And what, like, how, like, how they approach it now, like in this day and age?
Honey,
What they
I'm in
saying? Like,
Flatbush. You're like, hey,
Yo,
like,
people still doing.
they do
it's
yours still?
still the
I
like,
Word? That's junior high
yeah,
school.
honey,
yeah,
I'm in Flatbush.
that's true.
Yeah, that is.
God bless you, Ma.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's the same, but yeah, it's more so over social media.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the shit I don't
Yeah.
open. It's so many people having conversations with themselves in my DMs. It's like, hey, you know, but it is what that's just what it is.
They hoping for that one moment where you get weak and you just hit them back, or you like their picture or something, and they just gonna
Right.
go for the kill.
Yeah.
Go for the kill. Because once you respond, if you do anything, you interact with anybody, in their brain, what they think is, oh, she like me.
Which is
Because most
crazy.
men, not no, it's because most men know that women are not nice, just in general, to random people. So if you do something nice to them, they're like, oh shit, she being nice to me, she probably like me, and then they're gonna go forward with that. That's
No,
what it is.
I'm just responding to what you said. And now it's like, oh, all right, so where you from? Bro, I just said thank you to the compliment you gave
Yeah,
me.
man, they're gonna
Now
keep
it's like, where
going.
you
They gonna keep.
from? No, honey. Now you're being left on
Yeah,
red because I was just
yeah,
being polite.
yeah.
You know,
Nah,
but
they're gonna go all the way.
mm, mm.
Mm-hmm.
Artiz, what about you?
Yeah, don't get don't.
You responding to them or you leaving them on red?
Oh no, DMs scare the fuck out of me. I don't. It's no. I
Yeah.
don't. I mean, I say the same thing. Thank you. And even when I wasn't in a relationship, I would always say I'm in a relationship. Like I'm not interested in meeting somebody virtually. It scares me. Um, I think my new thing has been me initiating conversations and making sure they know I'm interested.
How do these men look? That's DMing you and approaching you. That's how do they look in y'all
Honestly,
opinion?
I don't know. 9 times out of 10, I don't know.
Wait, what did you ask? What are the men that approach you look like?
Yeah, what do they look? Is it like something you would go for or not? Like,
Nah. It's usually men that have nothing to lose.
maybe that's
They,
what it is. Maybe that's what it
it's
is.
usually the guy that has nothing to lose that's
Yeah.
gonna approach you and talk to you. Unless you guys are, I found that unless you're like in an event where there's like-minded people,
Specific events, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's and a conversation sparks up and you exchange numbers for reasons other than like I like you. It's more like discreet, right? It's more like, oh, we're into the same thing.
More
Like
genuine.
maybe we should build on this interest that we have, and then later on you're like, oh, okay, he's interested and I'm interested, and that kind of thing seems a little bit better
Way
than.
more genuine, and but the thing is, the men that have things to lose, they're not really going to be as eager to approach because first of all, they don't want to get rejected because that's going to make them feel horrible, and a lot of men don't even feel valued, and a lot of men think that they're average. Because women think that, well, majority of women, they think that they should go to above and beyond, like on some Buzz Lightyear shit, like get the top men in society. But a lot of women are average, and a lot of average women don't want average men. They want to get the top men.
I agree with that, but I'm not mad at it. I love to see women shoot high.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be realistic at some point, though.
Which is what?
I'm saying, like, if you're a woman and you know, like that dude that's a 9 or a 10. You're not really used to dating men like that. Your homegirls don't date men like that. You're not used to being around men like that.
So that should
That's
stop you
not
from
coming.
going for that?
No, you should go for what's more in your lane.
I don't agree.
I go for what I like.
So you should go
If I
for a
don't
man that
like
you
you,
never
I'm not
dated in your
doing
life.
it.
Yeah, why not
You're
shoot the
asking me to
shot?
be.
But if you're
You're asking me to
37,
be attracted
38,
to
you
somebody
think he
I'm not
gonna
attracted to? I'm confused.
no? Like, all right, you say you're confused about what?
You're saying go for something that's real. Like honestly, to be honest with you, like I have a lot of insecurities. I have a lot of insecurities, and
everybody.
every time I'm dating someone, I'm questioning myself. Am I bringing enough to the table, right? So if I go for the person that I think is in my lane, I I'm not challenging myself.
Right.
I'm not trying to grow. So I rather challenge myself and go for the guy that I think is better than me, because I feel like I'm gonna learn I'm gonna get on his level. I want to grow. That's the way that I see it.
No, but the issue with that is a lot of women keep doing that, right? Aiming for the guy that's above and beyond. Then they 35, they 36, they 37, they 38, and then they 42 and they still single. And it's like, yo, yeah, you should like switch the game plan up a little bit because what you're doing is not working. Because you want them to keep trying until they 50, 60 years old and it's not going to work, or you want them to just be realistic and date the dude that's right next to them.
I think I did the opposite. When I was young, I was going for like the losers.
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah, I was going for the hood niggas.
Because they're right next to you, right?
I think it's when you grow, you mature and you learn, and you're like, oh, I fucked up. I shouldn't.
Because they're right next to
you. I was going for the guy that approached me, right? Now I'm like, no, I'm going to make the choice now, because clearly the guys that are going for me ain't it.
And every woman is different. The women that are more on the attractive side, they're going to be able to have their pick of the litter. But like some of the average women that don't think they're average, they're not going to get the type of dude that they're dreaming of. I'm just being realistic. It's the truth. Because I know a lot of women. We know a lot of women, and we grew up with them. They 36, 37, and they still singles because they're looking for something.
I'm gonna put you on the spot now.
Oh look,
you started this now. So I'm an average looking girl. I'm asking you.
Are you asking me? Are you an average looking girl?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Because first of all, a lot of women don't work out. Period. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you can I even say this one? Because you know how society looks at lighter skinned people. They're gonna think that you're automatically above just based on that. Just being realistic. Realistic. Not me. Not me.
But that's another podcast another day. I think black men.
Yeah. And that's actually wrong.
I'm being realistic.
Black men, I feel like they love Spanish women, white women. It gives them like this look. But like I said, that's another day.
We don't have to cover that one day.
Yeah, that's another topic. But no, you're definitely you're not. You're like a bit above average because certain things that you do in your lifestyle. Because how you in your 40s, right? Look at all the other 40-year-old women around you. How do they look? Not like you, right? There's your answer.
Okay.
But
I'm going for a 34-year-old.
Now you should be good though, because we don't.
I think that's what you attracted.
That's what comes to you in the gym.
I think that's what you attracted, and you guys are also in the same environment, sharing same interests.
Y'all in the gym together, so he's right there.
Yeah, I'm all for ladies shooting their shot at the best they could get. Go for it. Aim for the stars. Absolutely, I'm all for ladies. I think, like Brent, like you had said, certain women might get left out. Sure, and whatever, they'll figure it out. And a ton of guys are going to get left out as well, right? The guys at the bottom, unfortunately, they're going to get left out as well.
Yeah, some men are unrealistic too. Some men are unrealistic. It's not just women. Some men are very unrealistic.
I think both sides could be unrealistic at times.
Yeah. They looking on IG, oh, she bad. Yeah, I deserve that. I need that. It's like, yo, you don't do anything. First of all, you make $20K a year. You already know how women are with the salary. you 5'2". You already know how women are with height. Women don't think you cute. It's like you got to be realistic as a man, woman, anybody. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is people need to be more realistic with what they're aiming for. If you're not used to, if you like this type of person, and every years keep passing, and you're not getting that type of person. I think, in my opinion, you got to push it.
The formula.
Where are you meeting people?
No, this ain't me.
Oh,
the women I date attractive.
Average-looking people meeting people trying to hook up. We're talking about dating apps. Is that what?
It could be that too, because a lot of people use dating apps. It could be that.
Because I think, like, if you besides your work, right, besides whatever it is that you do for a living, if you have a hobby or a passion, and you're around other people with similar hobbies and or passions, you're right there. You're already like, It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. It's like at the end of the day, yes, I'm gonna go for somebody who I'm attracted to. But if we have a passion that is the same, I might it might, your looks are not going to matter as much.
Mm-hmm.
Your height is not going to matter as much because we're already having conversations that are at a deeper level. It's not going to be surface. Like all the look stuff is going to matter if you're swiping or you're at the club.
I mean, all right, the looks, but we live in New York. We gotta be realistic. We live in New York City. If you connect with somebody mentally, spiritually, with telekinesis, we can read each other's minds. And that man broke. Like you gonna date him? And he broke. Like he popped. Like
if he can afford to have a hobby, he's not that broke.
If he does what?
If he can afford to have a hobby, and then he's not that broke.
I mean, some hobbies don't cost a lot of money. Like working out could be a hobby. That don't cost a lot of money.
Arizbeth, you met your guy in the gym. So was he your physical type?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
In the gym. He in the gym.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have developed feelings for somebody who was not my physical type, though. I've experienced that. Say that again?
How did that go?
I was not prepared. I was not ready for him. This was in a period before I met the father of my kids. And I was dealing with a heartbreak. So I really didn't see and I fell for him unexpectedly. Right. By the time I had fallen for him, I had already done a bunch of shit that kind of hurt his ego and his feelings, and he was not interested in me anymore. Oh, so there you go. I took a guy for granted.
It was a topic of discussion.
It happened.
Topic of discussion. All right, let me set up like kind of a scenario. Suppose like you meet a dude, everything, the way he looks, everything about him, personality, good quality, come from a good family, all that bullshit people talk about. But he's broke. This is what I'm trying to focus on. He don't got he can't make nothing move. Bills is rough. Like, what you gonna do with him?
Nothing.
But everything else is on point though. But the money a little funny. You laughing every time.
Everything else cannot be on point.
In my younger years, I could have dealt with somebody who was broke, quote unquote. But in this stage in the game, I'm not going for somebody who's broke or doesn't have a job. And it can sound shallow to some, but that's just not where I'm at. Like, you got to come to me with something. You cannot be broke and dating. Those two do not work.
I agree.
It just doesn't.
I agree.
Because when we're first starting, what are you showing me that's giving me interest in you? Like, we need to go out and do some things. You're not going to just come to my crib because you're broke. You need to be able to take me out. Do I want a 5-star restaurant? No, you can take me to fucking Popeyes and I'm good with that. But if you can't even do that, then what are we doing?
You're a good person. You got good character.
Good. You find somebody. Find somebody.
No, and I think what you're saying is unrealistic because if everything else is on point, if he has personality, he comes from a good family, that means he's got emotional and moral support. So if he's broke, then he's not connecting with those people the way that he's supposed to. So something is not right. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, if somebody like lost, like let's say they had a business, whatever, and it didn't succeed and now they're broke, the fact that they had a business before tells me that was their potential. I can probably work with that. Maybe he needs to, like, his confidence needs to be built up or something like that. But if you're like what you're saying is like if everything else is perfect, he doesn't have money, then something that doesn't make sense. That's not a realistic scenario.
Are you sure? Because I know I'm telling you, there's some good people out here that's broke. I'm telling you, there's some good looking people, good quality, good character, but the money's a little funny.
I'm good on that.
I feel like you took a survey before this conversation.
Yeah, I'm just throwing out scenarios because I want to hear how their minds. I want to see the mentality.
Yeah, I don't want nobody.
I want to see the mentality.
I'm sorry.
I can still deal with potential because I take care of myself. I'm in a position where I'm content with myself and my life. If I see potential in someone, I'm willing to help them grow.
I'm not.
But we're not moving in together.
Okay, I mean, all right, you're willing to invest in potential. Okay.
I'll invest my time.
I've done it before,
and all of that. But he's not going to live with me. He's not going to live off of me. I'm not going to take care of him.
You ever had a man live with you, like move in with you?
I took care of the father of my kids. I was the one that paid everything. I did everything.
For how long?
for as long as we were together.
That's like basically the scenario I just set up.
I've been in the same type of situation. It makes me not want to
Yeah,
date
so we've
somebody
done it. So we've done
Yeah.
it. There you go.
Y'all can relate.
I've done that before, and that's what's making me not
And
want to
that
do it
was
again.
Wait, y'all was paying majority of the bills? Y'all was paying majority of the bills?
I was in my last relationship,
Yeah.
and this is why I'm sorry. I have a little. Yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
I was the girl
damn,
who
that's
understood, and you fighting for your
Yeah.
dreams.
Yep.
You want to do this music shit. It ain't popping off year after year. I'm sitting here helping you out, holding you down, and it's still nothing happening. So I'm sorry if I don't want to do that again.
And I'll tell you, like when we were together. This is when I walked away. This was like my last straw, right? Because he's struggling with all this stuff, and our neighbor was connected to like a union for plumbers, and he offered him a spot.
Okay.
And, you know, that's like hard to get.
Yeah.
And he said no because I don't want to get dirty.
Wow.
Having 2 kids.
Yeah, that was it.
That's when I was like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, nobody has time for that.
You just lazy.
Would y'all date a broke female or a woman that don't have a job right now?
No.
I mean, I can't. You got to be doing something. You don't got to be rich, but you got to be doing something. You got to be doing something though. But it's different with men though, because I'll take care majority of everything. That shit don't really matter to me. But you can't be broke though. Like you can't have nothing.
You gotta have something going on. We too old. It's so many streams of income, and you telling me you out here trying to date and you broke? That doesn't make sense. Why are you trying to date? You can't take me nowhere.
I think what you were trying to prove is not working out for you. You chose. I think that you were trying to the whole men being taken for granted. I think this just turned into women being taken for granted.
No, for real. For real.
No, the way you just said it, y'all came out of nowhere with those scenarios. I didn't know y'all was going through that.
It's life, see? Real life versus surveys or your target audience.
That's kind of crazy. That even a man just accepting that, I don't understand how you could allow you. That's too stressful for a woman to be doing that.
Like I said, I was with somebody who was in the music industry. They wanted to do the music thing, so I was supporting it. But it's like after a while, you have to see it's not happening, sir. Like, at what point are you going to say it's not happening? Let me get a real job so I can help my girl out. We never got to that point. You understand? So it's like, I'm not doing that shit again.
You gotta be realistic.
Yeah. The only person listening to your music is you and your homeboys? Come on.
That's OD.
Come on.
No, I mean, shit.
It's
Hit us
just
with a dose of reality.
and there's nothing wrong with boundaries.
Yeah, right. I guess this is going against your survey, huh?
I don't got no damn survey, man. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
This is definitely going against your survey, man.
I just freestyle make these questions up.
Flip it.
But I base it off of like when I talk to people, what they be saying.
I'm talking to someone.
Like, all right. Let me figure this out.
Yeah,
nah, it's random people.
You're talking to like really pretty girls. So yeah. I don't know what you're talking to.
He's talking to the young pretty girls.
Nah,
I'm talking to 22-year-olds.
Nah, I'm talking to women that's making moves out here. Man. I'm talking to women that's making moves out here. I don't got time to waste, man.
I know that's right.
All right, I think we did good.
Yeah, we did. It's our first one. That's our first one ever. So
that was good. You're gonna have to switch the title though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out before I post.
What's gonna be the new title?
Women being unappreciated, taken for granted.
You said what? What you said?
Women being taken. No, you know what? I
just put people.
I think that women are our mistake is that we're ready for commitment at a very early age, and men are not. So we're taken for granted at a very early age, and then traumatized. So then when the men are ready to take it serious, we're too traumatized, and we don't know that you really want to take us serious. So we create a lot of chaos. So maybe
2 different pages, like I said.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do? The way I'm gonna put it, like a question, like, are you being taken for granted? Like something like that.
That's good.
So anybody, unisex, universal, you know. So anybody that sees it could be like, what are you talking about? And click on this shit. Because this shit just like both ways. Like it's so like you gotta make it general.
Yep.
It's our first time ever doing this though, so it's 2 hours. I didn't know it was gonna be this one.
Good. It's fun.
All right, this was good. Yes, so this was a good conversation.
Yep.
Another episode on Everything NYC podcast. And Brent, you have anything to close this
I
out?
appreciate getting interrogated on my own platform. Like I never had this before. But as you can see, I was not stumbled. I did not fumble. I wasn't stumped.
Exactly.
I didn't take any questions. Every question that was asked to me, I answered it no problem immediately. So as you can see, I'm a different type of nigga.
There you go. There you go. And any closing comments?
God is love. He loves you. Believe everything's gonna be fine.
And watch out for Arizbeth car conversation episode coming out like January, February. I think it's scheduled. It's coming out.
All right, cool. All right, this is a good episode. Have a good night.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless.